domination. What? So what's my mission as I come to this planet? Move over Saturn, cause your rings can't stand it. I slam it as my breath exhaled, and I'm coming through the oceans like Orca the whale. 9 months in jail, from the womb to the tomb. I was born in September, but I was ready in June, and eager to patrol with my shining soul. I plan to be the glue to the globe, and just reclaim the names for the brothers that been framed and shamed. In this dirty and righteous game, never lame or tame. Stay dry in the rain, go against the grain, and I can heal your pain. Between TV, film, and hip-hop, the whole world will know my name. E-R-E-R-I-C. Just need a wife and kids to continue my dynasty. The son of Kid Taylor, that's a real legacy. I'm out. M-I-S-S-I-O-N. One with my virgin, not here to play games. Hit the planet for change and not for fame. Yo, what you gonna do to rep your name? My mission, baby. What's my mission? Equal plate in the building. Yo, shout out to my crew. That right there is your boy E Complete from my first album, Hip Hop Forever, My Mission, featuring Rugged and Raw, Adrika, also known as OD, one of the illest female MCs ever, who never got the mass fame, but can body bars for days, Panama Red, and then yours truly, E Complete. So what's my mission as I come to this planet? Move over Saturn because your rings can't stand it. And I wrote that before I even knew I had a Capricorn moon. How y'all doing today? It's Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology in Effect, episode 126 of my Knowledge is Love podcast. Okay, I see some people starting to come in the chat. I will get to you guys in a minute. I want to set the table. So before I set the table, because I want to let some people come in and say hello. This Libra moon coming up on the 5th and the 6th, 9:34 p.m. on the Pacific West Side, and then 12:34 a.m. on the 6th on the East Coast. Okay. Then it's like earlier in the morning in London and all that stuff, universal time, all that good, all that jazz, right? So we're here tonight about, 45, 50 minutes or so. Maybe we'll get to an hour. We're going to talk about the Libra full moon. I'm going to set it up and you guys can, chime in with your questions. But first, I do want to introduce my special assistants tonight. I have two of them.
Hi.
First, we got Big Tay Mateus.
Yep.
He is playing flag football now with the Los Angeles Rams and won his first game this weekend and had only one catch, but guess what? It was for a touchdown. He won 26-6.
Yep.
Right? How you feeling?
Good.
All right. And then the other Taylor twin making a rare appearance, my soccer star, Jack Attack Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You say hello to the people?
Hi.
All right. So we're going to have two guest readers joining Daddy tonight, and all that good stuff. We're going to have fun. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed my last live with Miss Elena from Searchlight Tarot, right? Talking about so much stuff. We was dropping it. It was a lot of fun. Shout out to Elena. It was a pleasure. And just, oh my God, I'm so excited for so many new followers. So I hope you guys stay and investigate and love my channel. And like always, hit me up, tailored2coaching@gmail.com. Any of my services. You could also check out the website. It's still tailored2coaching.com. Soon to be bigeastrology.com. But I'm moving the transition slow, so it'll be still easy for you guys to find me. And I'm getting ready to redo the website as I'm rebranding and relaunching everything. Okay, bless you, buddy. So, are you ready? So tonight, the moon's in Virgo and Taurus, Mercury just entered the sign of Taurus. It's going to go retrograde on April 21st, and it's here till about Mercury in Taurus till June 11th, I believe. Yeah, I think it's June 11th. So should be interesting. But, we still have that momentum with all the planets moving direct until April 20th, and then the 21st, our first retrograde in months, will be Mercury retrograde in the sign of Taurus. So then we'll be thinking about our values, our money, our food, our speech, right? There'll be a lot of things we have to reassess and reanalyze. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on, but we're going to get into the news and all that good stuff. Okay, so let me set the table. So this Libra full moon is a Scorpio rising. Scorpio in the first house, rising sign ascendant, right? The sun in Aries is in the sixth house, 16 degrees. And that Libra moon is in the 12th house, 16 degrees. In a conjunction to Spica, which is a nice fixed star that's all about, creativity. And it's like a mixture of Mercury and Venus. And it's a beautiful energy. Sorry, just trying to limit the phone noise. But so this is the seventh full moon, you guys, in a row at 16 degrees. Do you think God in the universe is telling us something? Because 16 degrees, 1 plus 6, 7. Seventh moon in a row, right? 7 universal year. 777. Okay. Makes you think about Rakim. I put 21 MCs in the line, shout out to Rakim Allah, Eric B. and Rakim. If you know hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So, but that is really letting us know that it's illuminating something very spiritual. So, what's Libra, right? This moon's at 16 degrees, the sun's at 16 degrees. I'm going to get back to the Aries part of it. We are in Aries season. Happy birthday to all the Aries. I still got my birth chart sale. Hit me up. But Libra is a cardinal air sign. It initiates autumn, right? It's right there associated with the seventh house. Libra is all about like olive oil and, things that you bring to harvest, right? That you plant in Aries Taurus season, and it comes to harvest in Virgo Libra season. And Libra, the sun, right? That's when the sun is setting, right? That's the Passover. And it's judging the sun as it goes into the darkness of Scorpio, Sagittarius, and then the dead of winter in Capricorn. And you'll see that all lined up and coded, through the Bible, right? So the Libra full moon, Libra is all about what? Peace, harmony, balance, justice. Libra is the only thing in the birth chart that is an object, the scales of justice and the scales of the marketplace, where you measure your food, your rice, your beans, right? All that stuff. So, yeah, the tissues are over there. So, you know what I mean? So that really lets you understand the Libra energy. Libra and Sagittarius in astrology are both associated with law, okay? But Libra, remember, it's not balanced, it's seeking balance. But this is a calm, harmonious, peaceful full moon. And when the moon is full, it's illuminating something. So things are coming to an end, right? Whatever started around that Libra new moon, the end of September. Okay, so keep that in mind in your head. But right now, you guys, the sun is conjunct, and I'm talking about for the Libra full moon at 16 degrees, conjunct Chiron at 15 degrees. And then Jupiter is right in between the sun, sort of expanding that, right? Our vitality, our ego, our authority, our self-expression, right? Our soul, our I am energy. Because, and right now the sun is exalted in Aries. It's like, you got that crazy stellium in Aries and Taurus. Jupiter being at the halfway point at 20 degrees in between the sun and Aries, the dwarf planet of spiritual awakening, trying to create discord to get to a higher truth, right? Kind of created some wars, right? Throwing a golden apple in there. Who is the fairest of them all, right? So that was, this thing keeps going off, sorry. So, so that is really fascinating. The sun has been checking in the Chiron once a year, because Chiron's been in Aries for a minute now, right? I think it's 2018. So this conjunction with the Jupiter and the Aries, there's a lot of energy at this full moon, you guys, about healing. Aries Taurus energy is more the baby, I am, and the toddler. So it deals more with self. Well, it's time for you to trust the work you've been putting in, if you have, but also to know that you, Libra, relationships, partnerships, you don't have to carry these burdens and all this stuff on your own. It's time to lessen your load and share and relate to others, right? Get out of your me, I self, right? Be motivated, and things are on you, right? To initiate, be assertive, aggressive, and to lead, right? 16, Aries, conjunct Jupiter. So you can initiate the healing. This is a good time. And remember, it's a Scorpio rising. So this is all in Aries in the sixth house. So it's all about taking the initiative to implement in positive, optimistic ways new philosophies about your health, about exercise, right? How to take care of sickness and illness, to make sure you're getting your garlic, your ginger, to make sure you're getting your spirulina, your ashwagandha, your moringa, right? I told you I'm up to 4, almost now 5-minute ice cold showers, grounding in nature, Mercury, Venus, Uranus, North Node, Taurus, hugging a tree. Yeah, I know it sounds corny, but yo, even your hip hop boy, I'll be hugging trees, and I'm telling you, yo, it works. Okay. Shout out to my cousin Michelle. She's like, hey, cousin Eric, you ever hug a tree? Hug a tree. I was like, oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Grounding, earthing, very important to get the energy right. Since we've been wearing the synthetic rubber shoes, we are disconnected from the earth, and it's increased, along with all the poisons and toxins and the food and the water and all this foolishness. It's increased sickness and illness in your body. But right now, with the sun conjunct Chiron and Jupiter and the dwarf planet Aries, about the truth is starting to come out more, right? And think about this. It's not an accident that it's the Scorpio rising. Shout out to Danny and Matt Gaming and all my Scorpio rising folks that be coming on here, right? And I'm a Scorpio rising because the Aries is in the sixth house of health, you guys, right? So you're going from Mars to Mars. Mars rules Scorpio, right? But remember, you got to always look at the rising sign. Mars, the chart ruler, Mars is in Cancer. I'm your private dancer, right? Mars is in Cancer. Yes, it's in its fall there. It's exalted in Capricorn. But let me finish setting the table for all this. That's the Aries stuff. Venus conjunct Uranus and Taurus. Oy vey. What's happening right now? BRICS. China broached the deal with Saudi Arabia and Iran. They're going to go on the yuan, the Chinese currency, no more American dollar. Everybody's rebelling against the American dollar. We're about to hit a bigly, as your orange friend used to say, bigly recession, right? Venus conjunct Uranus and Taurus, sudden fluctuations to your dollar bills, y'all. Okay, the digital currency is coming, whether we want it or not. And maybe we need to be like what's been happening. Dwarf planet Aries. It doesn't go to Taurus to 2044. Everybody born now has it in Aries in your birth chart. The protests in Paris, right? Excuse me, I got a little hair there. From what? The age, they changed the age for retirement from 62, 64. And you had millions of people down the news here. And I told you, I turned it off years ago. I don't watch it, but I'm aware of what's happening. They're not showing it on your, news here in America, right? They don't want you to know how people are rioting and protesting in the streets of Paris, France, because they're like, yo, homeboy, we're not going for this. You're not raising up our retirement age. The protests from the farmers in the Netherlands, we're not giving up our farms. You got stuff in Brazil. We had all the stuff with the women with the hijab protesting this past summer. Stuff is going on in the world. And as Americans, sometimes, if you guys have never traveled abroad, you don't even see your own country clearly. When I went to Belgium, Amsterdam, Paris, London, I mean, oh my God, then you look back at America and you see it way differently because you're getting it from the eyes of people in other countries and other nations, where I met people from all over the world, not just the Dutch, the Brits, and the French. Okay. So understand, we have to, like Jupiter, expand our perspective and really see what's happening. because Aries wants to initiate, and with the dwarf planet Aries and Jupiter in between them at 20 degrees, halfway between the 16 and 24 of the sun in Aries, it wants to expand motivation, assertiveness, aggressiveness about the righteous truth, spiritual awakening. It's time for all of you. And I know most of you here coming here. If you're here, you have awakened, or you're on the journey and the path. And it is not simple. It is not easy. And we all have to do it, but you have to be intentional, right? Saturn and Pisces, March 7th, was talking about bringing in the spiritual discipline. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get to you guys in the chat in a second, but you know what I mean? Like you really need to make sure you are putting in the spiritual disciplines in place. 2023 is loaded with powerful energies. We got Jupiter going in Taurus May 16th. We just had March 27th, Saturn in Pisces. We got Pluto in Aquarius, March 23rd to June 11th. There's a lot on and popping. These are big shifts. Okay. Plus Venus in retrograde during the summer, and the Aries North Node coming in during the summer. And we have a partial eclipse on the 19th and 20th in Aries. So, I'm saying all this to say that the planets are aligning and telling a story. And they affect all of us, whether you know the astrology or not. Okay. I mean, thank goodness Mars left Gemini. Tell them what happened when Mars was in Gemini one night when you did what? You burned your hand making some toast, right?
Yeah. I was making some toast and I burnt my hand.
Yeah.
Now I have a scar.
Yeah, he's got a scar, and he's a Cap rising. His Mars Gemini is in the 6th house of health, sickness, and illness. Gemini, hands, he burnt his hand. Okay. So the astrology, you know what I mean? And he's learning from dad, but it happens, right? You didn't burn your hand on purpose, right?
No.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So I want you guys to understand how this really plays out in our real everyday lives and works. Now, just so you know, it is kind of like a quiet, peaceful full moon. Put your crystals out, charge them. Okay, during the day on the 5th. So you just get that whole, that night. But remember this, Mars is trining Saturn. So we need to initiate building new foundations for ourselves. Okay, Saturn, Pisces, Mars, Cancer. And then Mars in Cancer is sextiling the North Node in Taurus. So there is some karmic fate to like what we are initiating. A lot of things about the protective energy. Cancer, that hard outer shell. Cancer, the crab, home, safety, security. Mars in Cancer, protecting your home. And it's not just the home, your physical building, but it's the emotional, psychological home, right? The nurturing, caring. Mars in Cancer is like, don't play with me in my home. Don't play with my mama. Don't play with my family. Okay. So things are really, interesting about this time. And we're going to get some more into it, but we're going to let Big Tay get to the chat and say hello to everybody and read some of their comments and questions. You have any questions about the Libra full moon? Anybody new? Please share your sun, moon, and rising. I'll give you some insight. And let's talk some astrology, people.
Okay. So Hope San Miguel said hello.
Hey, Hope.
Shelly said, hey, Eric.
Hey, Shelly.
Jessica Schultz said, we still live. Hey.
What's
Shelly
up, Jess?
said, awesome. Jessica Schultz said, we made it. Abraham Robinson, glad to be here,
What's up,
bro.
Abraham?
Angela Jetstream Stover. Hello again. Great to see you.
Hi, Angela Jetstream. I don't know you. Nice to meet you. I'm Eric Taylor. If you want, share your sun, moon, and rising. Okay.
Angela Jetstream said hippie hip hop.
You like hip hop?
Angela said Scorpio rising here.
Woo, Angela, you joining the family. Scorpio rising.
Abraham Robinson said, yeah, I hear the dollar is about to be worthless. I'm glad it's going to a recession. Hopefully home prices go down.
And they will, but we have to be smart. I mean, listen, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a financial advisor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night. And I will say this, it could be a good time to invest in some crypto or some actual gold and silver. Just a thought. Do your research, investigate on your own. But you know what I mean? China, Brazil, India, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, they're all coming together. Russia, sorry, forgot about them, right? To form this gold backed new currency, BRICS. Now, America has just created a new, alliance with Mexico and Canada, right? The North American Union. So we're like basically one country now, whether you know it or not. But so this whole border wall stuff is foolishness. And not half, but a good part of the southern part of America was Mexico anyway. Let's keep it real if you really know your history. But I digress. Understand that, and I wrote about that in 2012 on my second album, True Speaker. Your boy is like 15 to 20 years ahead of what really happens. That's a whole nother story. Maybe that's the Uranus in the 12th house for me. You got me? But understand that we have got to wake up in this country, because we're going to have to be like Paris. We're going to have to be like the French, the Brazilians, the people in the Netherlands, the Dutch, and we're going to have to like stand up for our beliefs. Our country is not really our country anymore. You know what I mean? So, one thing about this Libra full moon in the 12th house, right? The house of dreams, isolation, prisons, jails, hospitals, right? Full moons, lunatics, people, the ERs become really crowded. Well, there could be, even though it's a peaceful, quiet full moon, sometimes there can be some of those, like in the opposition, there could be some, and it's not an exact square, but it's, I don't even want to say it, but you could say, oh, square to Mars and Cancer, but it's not really. But there could be some issues that come up. This is more low vibrational energy, but I just want to throw it out there, where people wind up in the hospitals or prisons from like arguing in relationships and couples. So just avoid that domestic violence type stuff, all that silliness, low vibration. I mean, none of y'all got to worry about it, because y'all about the love, right? Are y'all doing your spiritual rituals and routines and meditating and grounding, vibrating from love from your heart? Oh, the Black Moon Lilith is in Leo too for this full moon, okay, in the 10th house. So also, you guys, just remember, the ruler of the moon, Libra, ruled by Venus, is in Taurus. So that does put an extra emphasis in Taurus. And what is Venus in Taurus? It's all about the Benjamins, but it's also about relationships. So this is a good full moon in terms of appreciating your food. On the 5th that night, have a nice dinner with your friends or family. Listen to some older music. Put on some Marvin Gaye. Put on some Thelonious Monk. Put on some Janis Joplin. Put on some blues, some old school hip hop, old school R&B, whatever it is, right? Like, get nostalgic a little bit. That's a nice way to enjoy this energy. Okay. But there could be some, sudden love affairs and some sudden breakups. Venus conjunct Uranus and Taurus. Okay. So we can go through, all those type of things at this time. All right. And I also want to say that, that Mars trine Saturn about, building new things. Saturn's in Pisces, Mars in Cancer. It's about building spiritual practices in your home. Mars is the initiator. I tell you to be intentional for a reason. Whether your Saturn is in Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag, any sign, when it's in transit in your chart, you look for your Pisces house, and Saturn and Pisces as a collective in a spiritual year 7, we all need to respond to our abilities, implement the discipline, structure, organization in the realm of Pisces. What? Pisces, no boundaries. Create healthy boundaries. Pisces, spirituality, creativity, imagination. Put in discipline so you can do that. Okay? And that could even be Pisces is dreams and sleep. Be careful that you don't hit the internet thing. So remember that is also the discipline of a dream book. Okay? That's really important. This is how, especially when you work with me one-on-one, I tell you, right? We got to get in the subconscious mind. This is how we heal our childhood wounds and traumas. All right. So let's see if Angela told us a big 3. And if you guys have any questions about this Libra full moon, let's do it. Oh, national championship tonight. So I can't stay all long anyway, right? UConn, Big East. I'm a St. John's, University of Maryland, where I went to school, North Carolina Tar Heel fan. But I'm all about the UConn Huskies. I think they're going to win a close game tonight, 76-71 over San Diego State Aztecs. I love San Diego. Been there a couple times. Beautiful place. But I think UConn gets it done. Dan Hurley gets the, chip. This will be UConn potentially their 6th title since 99, putting them ahead of Duke, North Carolina, and Kansas. So we got to start to recognize the University of Connecticut, not just the women, because they've been dominant for years, but the men's team is kind of no joke on the low, yo. And shout out to the lady LSU Tigers, right? They won. People thought Iowa was going to win since they upset South Carolina. LSU was like, nope. Put the clamps down on what's the girl, Caitlin Clark or whatever. The LSU was like, nope. You guys see that movie, Nope? It wasn't that good. It was okay. All right, go ahead. Let's read this in the chat.
Okay, so we got a lot.
We got a lot.
Angela said, I'm still learning. Thanks for sharing your knowledge.
Oh, Jack, bring me those 2 crystals. I can put them in my hands. Little small ones. I'm okay. Go ahead.
Angela Jetstream said, sorry, little dude. Thank you.
Oh, never mind. I got them here. Go ahead.
Hope San Miguel said, yep, gonna charge Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did Angela say? She's still learning her chart?
I'm still learning. Thanks for sharing your knowledge.
Oh, okay, Angela. Well, you can reach out to me and I can help you learn more. We can go live over Zoom and do your birth chart reading. It's only $100 for 60 minutes, but that's the way to learn. This is to map your life. So you really do want to learn this ancient wisdom called astrology. It's very helpful. And make sure you charge up your crystals and stuff, okay? You guys, but go ahead.
Hope said, yep, gonna charge crystals on this full moon. Love the peace of the Libra full moon.
Yeah, should be nice.
Angela Jetstream said, Libra, Sun, Capricorn moon, Scorpio rising. Okay. What do I need to do this full moon for manifesting? Libra, Sun,
Capricorn moon, Scorpio rising. So this is your chart. Libra, Sun in the 12th house, hitting your moon. Moon hitting your sun. And you're a Cap moon? Okay, I'm a Cap moon. 3rd house. The moon's in its planetary joy in the 3rd house. Capricorn moons, as Abraham will tell you, like me and Abraham, whether it's in the 1st or the 3rd, you can be very creative with music. Good writers, really talented into music. If you have any younger siblings, you may be connected with them. But what I would say is for you, I would really try to write something that, is going back to your childhood, and this could be, this is how I work with healing my Chiron wounds for people. You can maybe write a letter to young Angela, and reflect on, some hurt feelings, maybe something dad did, Sun in the 12th house. You and dad might not have always seen eye in the eye, or he didn't really totally get you, understand you. Could write a letter to dad, forgive your mom and dad. Okay. Capricorn moon, mom was kind of tough. You grew up kind of fast. You were probably pretty mature. Capricorn moon gets easier over time, especially after 28 to 30, depending on your age. But understand that this is a good time. Libra energy, right? Air signs and fire signs are not naturally introspective. So we're dealing with the Aries sun and the Libra moon, 6th and 12th house. That access, that's not introspective. But it is when you have the Chiron and the Jupiter there, because that's a good time to work on the healing, initiate, be motivated to heal old childhood wounds. So one of the ways you could do that is doing some guided meditations. You could find them on YouTube, a lot of talented people to help you with that. Journaling, but maybe I think the best may be writing a letter to dad and forgiving mom and dad, or even writing a letter to young Angela, validating her feelings and emotions, but letting her know, right? Because you're writing to her as now you, the adult, to the younger version of yourself, letting her know that everything is going to be all right. Don't worry about not a thing, right? Every little thing. So do that, because you'll find like some real harmonious peace, and that will help you seek the balance that the Libra moon needs, and maybe heal some of the relationships with siblings, mom or dad as well. Okay, you got it. I got faith in you, Angela. Okay.
We have
Somebody else new?
let me check. So we're up there. Angela said Libra sun, Capricorn moon, Scorpio. Jessica said Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Leo ascendant.
Yeah, Jess.
Cindy M said greetings, Cancer sun, Aries moon, Scorpio rising.
Ooh, another Scorpio rising. I'm collecting you guys. I love it. What was her name again? Cindy?
Cindy M.
Hi, Cindy M. I'm Eric Taylor. I'm your Scorpio rising brother. Welcome. You're always welcome here, Scorpio risings. Aries moon. Woo. It can be a little impulsive. I know, Cindy. And what was that, Capricorn sun? Cindy M.
Greetings, Cancer sun, Aries moon, Scorpio rising.
Oh, Cancer sun. Oh my God, my favorite aunt was a Cancer sun. God bless you, Cindy. I love Cancer ladies. You guys are the best. So that's in your 9th house. Your sun is in its planetary joy. So welcome. I'm Eric Taylor, Biggie Astrology. Pleasure to meet you. Please hit me up if you want to get a birth chart done. Okay. But that sun in a planetary joy. You, Cindy, I know you. You got a story to tell. You got a book to write. And whenever you travel, you find family. You like learning about cultures. You can emotionally get attached to places when you go on vacation too. You know that? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Then we have Teresa. Oh wait, am I
Teresa?
Teresa. Tay Youngin, so good. You're helping out with your papa. Isabella.
Hey, hi, Isabella and Teresa. Are you guys new? Welcome, Eric Taylor, Biggie Astrology. Nice to meet you. Go ahead.
Enjoyed this. I'm a Pisces sun, Virgo moon, Leo rising.
Wait. Pisces sun.
I am a Pisces sun, Virgo moon, Leo rising.
Wow. Okay.
And then
Pisces sun in the 8th house. Of course you're here about astrology. You are pretty, you're kind of magical there in the Virgo moon, 2nd house, but that Pisces, so your sun is opposite your moon. Did mom and dad stay married for long? Sometimes the squares and oppositions, mom and dad could work it out, or mom and dad could separate. You let me know, but the sun in the 8th house in Pisces, you have some spiritual abilities. You like the occult. You like, did you come from Elena's channel, Searchlight Tarot? You saw the live. You probably like tarot, astrology. But you can be a very powerful healer. I'd like to know what you do for a living. But, get into Reiki, metaphysics. Pisces 8th house. You could be a great doula. The Virgo moon, you would be the best doula, midwife, nurse. Oh, man. Therapist, counselor. Amazing. Go ahead.
Let's see. We got Isabella said, what about copper?
Copper? Investing in copper, Isabella? Yeah. or charging your copper. Yeah, I mean, copper is good for you. We're thinking about getting a copper ring. It like does stuff to like heal like the pool, and people wear copper like on their knees or their feet. Some of the athletes, copper is always positive. You have to make sure it doesn't rust though. I think Jessica or somebody on the chat may know, Hope may know, but I know like if copper, you have to change it, because if copper gets bad, then it can become toxic. So always be careful with stuff like that. But yeah, copper is very healing from all that I know about it. But nice to meet you too, Isabella. I had some friends in high school named Isabella.
Hope said my idea of old school and 90s pop music.
I know, you so young. That's old school to you? Oh my God. I know. You and your Jason Mraz. I know, Hope. I mean, listen, 90s was dope, early 90s. And then also, mid to late 90s with the neo soul. Music kind of went downhill after 99. I mean, I think the golden age of kind of all music, I mean, listen, every generation is going to love their music in the 60s and 70s, the soul and the, disco and jazz and Frank Sinatra and these guys, whatever. But honestly, I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. I'll give it a 10-year run. 86, I could say 86 to 96 or 87 to 97. But in that pocket, oh my gosh, not just the hip hop, the pop, the R&B, the icons. Nobody had the icons like we had in the 80s. I mean, from Prince to Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Madonna, George Michael, Paula Abdul, freaking Sting, Sade. You know what I mean? Run DMC, Boogie Down Production, Public Enemy. I mean, yo, that time period. I mean, right now, all the young folks, I mean, you got young kids dressing, wearing the tight acid wash like Albie Shore, Bobby Brown, New Edition. What? Can nobody mess with Bobby Brown and New Edition? You know what I'm saying? Albie Shore was no joke too, but all right, go ahead.
Cool conversations, Laura. Cool.
Hey, Laura.
Hello, Eric. Thanks for the update.
Cool conversations. Y'all check out Laura's channel too. Laura's amazing healer.
Angela Jetstream said, I love that idea of writing. I have plenty of journals to fill.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much. I'll be in touch, and I look forward to working with you.
I look forward to working with you too, Angela. And we got a kinship with that Scorpio rising. I get you all ready. Because you know how, listen, remember this, you guys, whether it's Angela or Cindy with the Scorpio risings, shout out to Matt Gaming and Danny Figueroa. We have a gift and a curse from the ancestors. Guardian angels are always with us, and we're protected. That's that Sagittarius second house. You want to find that Jupiter in your chart. That's going to be very helpful. But Sagittarius, Scorpio risings are always kind of protected. That will never be like broken homeless. You know what I mean? Even when times are low. I remember times in my early 20s, going to bed hungry at night. The belly was a little grumbling sometimes. But, even if it was just a slice of pizza and a Snapple for dinner, I was good, But the Scorpio rising, there's a lot of transformation, death and rebirth, transmutation. The Scorpio South Node is at 4 degrees now on our rising sign. We have to release the past, the toxic energy, the pain, the trauma, the crisis. We have to release it, surrender it, let it go, purge and detox negative people out of our lives. I mean, goodness, I've had people fly out of my lives in the last 2 years. You know what I mean? It's just like, but I still got love. I send love. You got to send the love. You know what I mean? And on this full moon, that Lilith being in Leo in the 10th house, we can all be very magnetic in public. There can be a lot of that flirtation energy in public. But understand, there can be a lot of drama. Leo, drama, 10th house, public image, workplace, work environment, Lilith, rejection, repressed energy. You could have some people just looking at you like, oh, why are you wearing yellow today? What? Why you all up at the coffee machine at work? You're like, excuse me? You know what I mean? So just be mindful of that. And it's the Lilith vibrates. It's the sonar energy. It's like, boop, boop. Go watch my Lilith 10th house video and go watch my Lilith Leo video. So you're ready for this full moon on the 5th and 6th, Wednesday and Thursday. So you understand, like, if people come at you sideways at work, or even if you're shopping at the grocery store, that's still 10th house, 6th house situations. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of that. But listen, this is also a good time. First of all, Tuesday, the day of Mars, right? Mañana. It's always the best day to run your errands, work out, exercise. But Wednesday and Thursday for the full moon, Mercury, and then Thursday, Jupiter, they can be very good days to, do the writing, learn something new, especially Thursday, Jupiter, Thursday, Jueves. Great day to teach something or to learn something, to even plan a vacation or trip. Wednesday, you're like analyzing, assessing. Miércoles, Mercury, how did I do Monday and Tuesday? How was, Thursday and Friday, midweek, hump day, analyzing, assessing, logical, analytical, critical, thinking mind. But it's a great day to send your email, set up your schedule, your calendar, your text messages, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And Mercury's in Taurus. So it's, Mercury in Taurus it's delayed, right? You ask William, do you want something to eat? Yeah, I get, I'll have some eggs, right? You ask these guys, you want eggs for breakfast? They're like, yeah. Da, da, da. You ask William, well, right? Because their Mercury's in Leo, his Mercury's in Taurus. And Taurus is just more reserved, practical, pragmatic. So that's how it is right now for all of us, the collective. At the full moon, Mercury will be at 3 degrees, right? I think today it just hit in. So I think it's just at 0 degrees today, or maybe 1 degrees. I didn't check the astro weather for it like ahora right now. I was focused on this because I've been busy. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Where did we leave off?
Isabella, Cindy, Hope, Jessica.
Isabella said no, they didn't stay married long.
Oh, see, I told you that sun moon opposition. God bless you. I'm sorry, but that's, things happen. Just love them and forgive them. Okay. Honestly, listen, understand forgiveness, you guys, is a gift to ourselves. And energetically, when you start to understand the birth chart, you realize everybody's character is playing a role in your life that you chose. You chose the time you were born. You chose these parents, right? Because you're playing out different life lessons and karmic lessons that you have to learn. You could see that through Saturn, the South Node, right? All these different astrological placements. Birth chart's the map of your life. All right. So, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. But listen, remember, forgiveness is what we should do spiritually, but it's a gift to ourselves, and no need to hold on to something because it only hurts you.
Melinda said, hi guys, you are great. I am a Gemini rising, Gemini moon, first house, Virgo, sun, fourth house. How may
Sun, fourth house, Gemini rising and moon, sun and Virgo. So you had issues with that too.
This Libra full moon.
Hitting me. For the Gemini rising, fifth house. Oh my gosh. What's her name again? Magdalena or?
Melinda.
Melinda, or is it Melinda?
Melinda.
Okay. Well, fifth house, creativity. I don't know if you have children. If you do something creative with them. If you don't, mira, escribe, right? Paint something, sculpt something, dance, poetry, art, be harmoniously at peace. You're Gemini rising, so you're already super creative and probably have crazy hand skills. With the moon there too, you are probably a talented writer. Gemini moon, when you have the moon in the ascendant, people just come up to you and like vomit their life story on you. Oh my God, Melinda, when I was 10, oh my God, Melinda, all the time. So you just go like, whoa. But you're Gemini, so you like talking about that stuff anyway. So you probably have a lot of sage wisdom that you share with people. You know what I mean? But you have the mercurial mind. Gemini, Virgo. You are muy inteligente, super intelligent, but you, my friend, make sure at this full moon, do something creative, but speak kindly about Melinda. right? Self-love is what I want you to think about for this full moon, right? That harmonious peace and seeking the balance. Seek the balance within your own emotional mind and your heart because you're amazing. But you have to think it and speak it out loud, right? Those positive affirmations. You got it. And hit me up, taylor2coaching@gmail.com. I'm here. But you'll be good, you know. Try to, you can do guided meditations on YouTube, do some toning, you know. For you, Mercury, Mrs. I'm gonna call you Mrs. Mercury. All right. Forget Melinda. You're Mrs. Mercury. Try maybe give it, do like a nice foot massage and bubble bath. Listen to some nice Taurus Libra music, because when you have a ton of Mercury energy, I already know how your brain is, right? I got a stellium and Virgo, 7 placements. Brrr, and then my sons are like, not these guys, my older boys. I got 4 sons. 4 sons. I'm a busy man. But the older 2 are very much Virgo, Gemini, Virgo, Gemini. So I know that mind, it could be hard for you to sleep at night. Okay. But you should email me because I could help you with the sleep stuff too. I know some secret codes, but you know what I mean? So yeah, please reach out. But yeah, you got it. You'll be good. Bubble bath, something creative. If you have kids, creativity with them, you'll be great. Go ahead.
Miss Erica said, "Good evening, Eric. Just joining now."
Hi, Miss Erica. Where are you from? I'm Eric. You're Erica. Come on, girl. I have a couple of friends named Erica. So yeah. And yeah, if you want, share your sun, moon, rising. I hope you are loving astrology and, yeah.
Hope said they have copper pyramids to meditate under. I want one.
Oh, Hope. That sounds nice. Yeah, copper has really done a lot of positive things. I know, how they have those copper knee, like those well, they have the bracelets, but they also have like copper knee pads or whatever, like Brett Favre, Brett Favre, right? Something about Mary. Brett Favre. You guys see that movie, Something About Mary? Freaking hilarious. But yeah, that was really, copper is, like I said before, yeah, I know knee pads. Back, they have the copper back pads, right? I'm always sitting in this chair doing so much work, get that lower back pain. Got to stretch, but that's why I'm always grounding out there in nature by the tree. Okay, out there. Got to earth. Let me see you earth. Jack, you want to come read some too? Okay. So, yeah, tell him where we left off at.
So
we left at Melinda and then Hope. Hope with the copper. After Hope, copper.
Okay, Isabel.
Isabel's next. What did Isabel say?
Thank you, Eric and little buddy.
Oh yeah, that's little Mateus. Now you got little Jackson.
And then Hope said,
got my soccer and my football star here.
Hope said, I love boy bands too, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, okay. So New Edition started the boy band. Well, the first boy band is really, you got the Jacksons and the Osmonds and all this stuff. But then, so I know maybe you like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. See, I'm older than you, Hope. So the boy bands got a little cheesy for me. Okay, now they all kind of like those newer ones, like oh my God, what was way before One Direction. So Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and 98 Degrees, right? Justin Timberlake was in. They were still all biting off a New Edition. You know that, right? New Edition was, but even New Edition took from the Jackson 5. You know what I mean? And the Osmonds couldn't mess with the Jacksons. The best boy band ever is the Jacksons. Period. I mean, Jermaine Jackson was smooth. Now Tito wasn't, Tito didn't rock with it, but Mike Jacks held it down for everybody. But yeah, they had a couple good songs, Backstreet Boys and them. But it was kind of too contrived for me. But that's just me. I'm glad you liked them. Go ahead.
Abraham said, "Me too. People disappear, but it all good."
It is all good because you know what, you guys, we can't beg people to like us or love us. And listen, Saturn in Aquarius was bringing some restrictions and disciplines and structures around groups and friends and social networks. And listen, we all have just survived through a tough time, since 2020. It's it's been a lot. So Saturn in Aquarius, it was rough. Listen, that was my fourth house. You Scorpio risings, Saturn in Aquarius. That's how I lost Mom Dukes, man. Saturn in Aquarius was a butt kicker. So I'm like, hey, Saturn in Pisces, I'm gonna be creative and meditate and everything you want me to do and walk around with crystals 24/7. Because God is good. Okay. Go ahead.
Miss Erica said, I'm a Libra sun, Pisces moon, and Sagittarius rising, Mercury and Pluto in Libra,
Ooh.
Venus, Mars in Virgo,
Ooh.
and Uranus and Neptune in Sagittarius.
Ooh.
Any insight for me would be greatly appreciated.
Of course it would. You need to get a birth chart reading. Oh my goodness. But okay, Pluto and Mercury in Libra. So you got to learn life lessons through relationships. So this moon can be healing for you, right? What was her? What was her sun and moon again? She was a Sag rising. What was the sun and moon for Miss Erica? Was it Libra sun?
I don't know, here, let me see.
Miss Erica, Libra sun. So, but
Libra sun, yeah.
Libra sun, and what was her moon again?
Pisces.
Oh, I love you, Miss Erica. My mom was a Pisces moon. So, Sag rising, Pisces moon. You okay? Okay, don't do that. Pisces moon in the fourth house. Make sure, love mom. When you were born, mom couldn't nurture and care for you the way she wanted. She could have had postpartum, depression. I'm not saying she did, but maybe she had some depression or some, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe some drinking issues. Sorry, the boys, allergies have been kicking our butt over here. We're on the West Coast and flowers and everything is blooming. I'm waking up like eyes are like, oh my God. But so just really have grace and mercy and love for Mom Dukes. But Pisces moon, oh my gosh, she was very compassionate and empathetic. So you are too, I'm sure. The moon, the fourth house, you guys, is our mom, our roots, how we were nurtured and cared for, middle school, childhood home, adult home, retirement home, all that good stuff. So, with this Libra moon, because you're a Libra sun, for you, the creativity would be really good. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking the time. We're going to have to, I probably have to wrap it up in a couple of minutes because it's almost game time. But listen, for all of you guys, whatever your placements are, this moon, remember the chart ruler I told you, Venus, Libra, ruled by Venus? Well, Venus is in Taurus. And it's conjunct Uranus, so there could be sudden relationships, sudden breakups, but there can be some issues with, that dinero, money. Venus is money, especially in Taurus. But food-wise, eat something really good and healthy, right? All this Aries energy in the sixth house for the chart, for the Libra moon, Scorpio rising, Chiron, Jupiter, Sun, Aries, right? All in Aries, sixth house. So let's focus on our health, right? It's spring again, right? To quote the great poet Bismarck, right? So maybe he or she said they were just a friend, sudden breakup. But being serious, really and the reason why I told, I forgot who I told with the bubble bath, but it's good for everybody, male or female. I'm not, just saying women. Men could take a bubble bath every once in a while too, fellas. We could chill. But the thing is, especially with you with the Pisces moon, you need to massage your feet, reflexology, and just chill. I don't know nothing about no R&B with Guy. All right, see, it's almost time. Settle down. Go to YouTube and go put in "Let's Chill" by Guy, and you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But for real, Pisces rules the feet. Moon is your body and your health. Home. Take a bath. Take some time with the lotion. This is on the full moon. You can do this anytime. I mean, that's your personal life. But for the full moon, do something creative. Pisces moon, right? Kanye West, Michael Jackson, Prince, Kim Kardashian, Janae Aiko. Music, something creative. Maybe not so lyrical instrumentals. Maybe you try to get 426 megahertz, think something positive, harmonious, peaceful, classical, instrumental jazz. But you're gonna be okay, But this is a chill moon. Okay. Remember, it's a quiet moon. Remember, we're building foundations though. Mars trine Saturn. Mars sextile North Node in Taurus, karmic fate, right? We have to initiate for ourselves that sense of safety and security. Taurus, our physical body, our values, our self-worth. Let's love on ourselves during this full moon, you guys. Okay. Last couple of comments, then we're gonna bounce.
Laura Cole said, yes, let go of old parents and allow this energy to allow yourself permission to grow and change. Lots of love, Eric. Great show tonight.
Thank you, Laura. Yes, and I love you. But listen, you're right? We can't hold on to the past, right? We can't hold on to, oh, mommy said this at 13 and, da, 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 and, oh, mom didn't like my boyfriend and, dad, let it go. Life is so short and so precious. Both of my parents are gone and in heaven. And, thankfully, I was good, my relationship with my mom, my dad, I was only 6 years old when I lost my dad, but you know what I mean? So, but just for any of you, your parents are still here, you have issues with them, don't hold on to it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not judging anybody because there's some parents that are abusive and this and that. And sometimes just because someone's our blood doesn't mean they're our family. They're just a relative. There's a big difference. Don't let anyone into your space that's bringing negativity or just out there to hurt you, right? This is the time, right? Aries and Taurus, there's a lot of that me energy. And now we got to seek the balance with the Libra and relationships and partnerships with others. Don't carry the burdens yourself, right? Sometimes you got to, tell a friend to tell a friend like, hey, I've been kind of sad lately, or you know what? I've been thinking I want to get back with my ex-girlfriend or get back with my ex-boyfriend. What do you think? Like, share Libra relationships, talking, communicating. And also for your friends, mira, escuchen, Libras are the best listeners. And they plan good parties, social events, social workers, right? So, but just think about that for this full moon too. Be the friend that's listening to what another friend is going through. Be that ear, be that emotional peace, harmony, and balance for someone other than yourself. But, right, you on the plane is crashing, take care of yourself first, then handle your kids. Practice the self-love and self-care first too. All right. And that's the balance of the Libra, right? That's the scales of the balance. Love yourself and then be a good friend. Or it could be with a partner, a spouse, a sibling, a parent. Okay. All right, last couple of comments. You want to get a couple more?
Nope,
Okay.
you can.
Either one.
I'll do it. Angela Jetstream said, my Saturn and Jupiter is in Virgo 11th house. I have a stellium in Libra North Node, Virgo South Node, Pisces.
Stellium in Libra, Virgo South Node, North Node, Pisces. Okay. That's right, North Node, Pisces?
No, it just says South Node, Pisces.
Oh, Virgo North Node.
Yeah,
Okay.
Virgo North.
Okay, well, that's a hard access. Make sure you watch those videos and stuff, But any last questions about the Libra full moon? But definitely hit me up, Angela.
Here. Oh, Jack, let me.
Yeah, just read towards the bottom. Whoever
Okay.
last couple comments on the bottom or whatever.
So,
But this has been fun, guys. Thank you for coming and all my newbies. Hey, welcome, bigeastrology. And let me just say this. So my Aries birth chart sale still goes to April 20th. So if you are an Aries sun sign, right, the live birth chart reading for 60 minutes and videos of all your placements, normally $100 is $94 till April 20th. And if you wanted the big shebang, which is the written report with videos and 40 to 50-minute custom video summary mini movie of life, normally $250 is only $210. Only if you're an Aries sun sign. I've got audio chart services for $75, all live chart services over Zoom. We meet, schedule $100. But I want to invite all of you guys, especially you guys who really want to learn some more astrology. I'm in week 7, about to be week 8 of my Astrology Foundations course. And I'll probably run it again in the fall. So that's going great. And my students, some of them are here. Abraham is knocking it out the box. People are loving it. We're having a good time. But I have an astrology monthly meeting, a great group. Abraham's a regular, Hope, her husband, a lot of people. Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric. And the next one is April 22nd, 3 p.m. Eastern, because I can't miss Jackson's soccer game. I normally go earlier, 12 p.m. Eastern, but it'll be 3 p.m. Eastern. And what's great is that I'll be teaching a lesson on the nodes. The nodes are going to switch, right? South Node, K2, that's about spiritual karma, this and that, your gifts from early childhood, from past life energy. I will be going into Libra, leaving Scorpio. And then the North Node, and this transition happens this summer. The North Node's in Taurus, it will go into Aries. Aries the Ram, forget the flim flam. Let me tell you who I am. Competition is none. The Aries North Node, and the nodes, they stay in the sign from 16 to 18 months. So you want to come to this coffee talk. It's only $20 for 2 hours. So it's not that expensive. You could spend that at Starbucks or Target like that. And I'm better than both those places. But understand, the first hour, I teach the lesson on the chart, right, of when the Aries North Node comes in, and we look at the energy of what it's going to play out for that time. And then the second hour, this is so much fun, and Hope and Abraham will tell you we love doing this. We read a Coffee Talk members chart as a group and a collective. So you have all these eyes just on your birth chart. And each month I pick a different, Coffee Talk member. Obviously I've been doing my OGs and regulars first, but even newbies, they can volunteer their chart or whatever, and we read it together as a group. But that's the best way to learn astrology, is to really get into, the chart and on the board and stuff like that and all that stuff. Wait a minute. We got the giggles going on. All right. You guys can leave the room now. Go ahead. Go have fun. So, you know what I mean? So really come check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And that is April 22nd, 3 p.m. Eastern. You just email me at tailored to you, right? The number 2, the letter U. It's down here in the thing. Oh, you guys, when I post this, please go like and share and comment. That helps me build and grow in the algorithms. I appreciate everybody in the chat, but after it's done and posted up live, if you go back and even you just say thanks, Eric, or thanks, it was great, or fire emoji, I appreciate it, because it does help me grow an algorithm. And I'm just so filled, with gratitude. And thank you for all you new folks coming. I really appreciate it. And I try to come on twice a week, but right now I'm just so busy. So it'll just be once a week. And I've got some great guests lined up. I've got 2 astrologers, and a Reiki yoga master coming. So, it's going to be really exciting. The next, month of April and May, just trying to schedule everybody. And I want to get back to twice a week, and I probably will do that in May. But right now, it'll probably be once a week. Maybe I'll pop on Friday or Saturday night. Who knows? I'll surprise you. But I will let you know. Always check in community where I have my announcements, and I put polls and different things talking about the astrology. But thank you for coming. This has been episode 126, Knowledge is Love. And for you new people, just so you know why I say that in the podcast, because if you love someone, you should always keep them in the know. Never have them guess, assume, or believe, because they can do that wrong. True love is in the know. Knowledge. Knowledge is love. Bingo. You know what I'm saying? And if you want, you can find me on Apple Music. Check out my music, E Complete, right? First album, Hip Hop Forever. Second album, True Speaker. And I only have one song on Spotify. I have to redo things with TuneCore. The song on Spotify, though, is Our Love Still Grows. I dedicated it to my wife, and you can hear my older son on it and stuff like that. And I recorded it in the studio after an argument with my wife, one verse off the top of the head, but it sounds like it's written, but I bodied it because that's the type of MC I am. All right. I'm a native New Yorker. Never have pork on my forker. All right. All right. Love you guys. Enjoy the Libra full moon and just chill. Okay. And think about the self-worth, self-love, and listen to a friend or be there for a friend or sibling, family member, spouse, and escucha. All right. I'll see you next week or the end of this week for episode 127. And I'll be doing that solar eclipse on the 19th, 20th. I'll be doing that probably around the 16th or 17th. I'll probably do it on here live. Okay. So look out for that. And, but I'll be on here before then. That might be episode 128 or something like that, 129. We'll figure it out. All right. Enjoy it. If you guys, most of you guys probably are going to watch the game, but I love sports, so I'm going to watch it. I told you, Connecticut. What I say, 76-71, they win by 5 points over San Diego State. All right. Biggie Astrology. God bless you all. Enjoy the Libra full moon. Be smart. Be safe out there. All right. Knowledge. Bye, you guys. Charge your crystals. Later.